Hey, what's up, everyone? So it's the beginning of August, and our days of warm weather and hard seltzers, well, they're numbered. Soon we'll be scraping ice off our windshields and staring at Captain Kirk while we book our flights for the upcoming holidays. And it doesn't matter if we're going home to a friend's place or our in-laws. If we're overweight, the topic of weight and losing weight, well, it's going to somehow find its way into at least one conversation over the weekend. Oh, the joys of being around people who love you. But, instead of listening to the usual high-pitched, there's this diet I was reading about and I thought you might be interested in it. Instead of that, you're going to show those fucks what's up. You're going to lose weight before you fly in. And when the topic of weight comes up, it's going to be because you wanted to give your mother-in-law tips on how she can lose weight as well. How satisfying would that be? But before I get into how to accomplish this, everyone must know that these tips are only for people who are serious about losing weight. If you don't know if you are or not, just read these tips, and afterwards, if you think they're too much work, don't expect the holidays to be any different this year. Now, let's start off with, well, first off, there's many criticisms that we can draw from the military. Okay, I get that. But on a local level, one thing they do well is getting shit done. Marines, for example, can drink till 3 in the morning, wake up at 4 in the morning, run 6 miles afterwards, and then work 10 hours that day without skipping out on one thing along the way. Why? Well, partly it's because they're crazy, okay? But also it's because they have an ironclad schedule, they pay immense attention to what they are doing, and they hold each task with the utmost importance. Whether they are tired, hurt, or still drunk, whatever the task is, it's going to get done. And adopting this framework for your own life will help you lose weight before the holidays. You kind of have to go a little bit militaristic. Maybe without the booze, though. But, how does it actually get done? Well, first off, we should all begin our weeks sitting down and finding the precise times that we can make it to the gym each day. And until the holidays, we should be tacking on a 6-month no skipping rule as well. I know, bummer, but it's needed. The maybe we'll work out this day or that day, that's just not going to cut it. We must go to the gym and we must go 6 days a week. There's no real way of getting around it because working out is going to provide us with additional burned calories. Our bodies are going to get stronger, and we're going to have a tangible tool of progression that we can tap into each day along the way. So, we must make the workouts frequent, intense, and non-negotiable. As a general rule, implement about 30 minutes of cardio, 30 minutes of weightlifting, some core exercises, stretches, and you should be good. More info on this at the end. But next, we must pay close attention to the food we decide to eat each day. Just as if we were a boot camp dropout and we just got a new job checking IDs on Bourbon Street. Don't be afraid to take out all your failures, insecurities, and frustration out on each piece of unhealthy food that passes your gaze. Go ahead and KO them out of existence. We should only allow a well-balanced amount of unprocessed meat, chicken, grains, and vegetables into our diet, because the opposite types of food are going to quickly fill our calories needed each day. They're going to spike our blood sugar levels and disrupt any progress that we are making. You're going to soon find out that making the switch will drastically change the dynamics of your diet, actually making it easier to tamper down your calories and have the energy to power through all these different changes. So, draw a line in the sand and go to war against any unhealthy food that you see. Additionally, we need to add, subtract, track, and estimate our calories consumed and burned each day. Going along with a vague idea of any of this, well, that's just not going to work because we must be in a caloric deficit to lose weight. And there's 2 things that we need to know in order to determine if we are in a caloric deficit or not, and that's calories consumed and calories burned. Otherwise, we don't actually know if we are putting ourselves in a position to actually lose weight. That's a big problem. So, therefore, we ought to scrutinize and count all the contents of all the food that we decide to eat. And through precise estimates or wearable technology for the easiest, track both the calories we burn in the gym and the calories that we burn naturally. Now, the depth of the caloric deficit is going to vary for everyone, but it should begin at about 300 calories and only increase from there. Now, you got to keep aware of all the nutrients, vitamins, and calories that our bodies need to survive so we can actually make it to the holidays, right? Nothing like a funeral to bum everybody out. Don't be that person. So be careful, but understand that calorie counting is essential and should be treated as such, and you should be putting yourself in a good caloric deficit. Lastly, to go back to the workouts, if you need any help with that, there are plenty of workout programs and diet programs online. I also have one linked down below for you if you want, but otherwise it is doable to create your own from sources online, so you can go ahead and do that. But again, you should be working out. You should not be skipping any workouts, and the workouts that you do should be pretty intense. You should also be very militant about your diet and the food that you're eating. So, you got to ask yourself, what's it going to be? Are you going to shop for new clothes before you travel? Or are you going to be sitting around the kitchen table listening to your stepsister tell you about how it'd be better if you lost a few pounds? All right, which one's it going to be for you? The choice is yours, okay? If you follow these steps and you inquire deeper where needed, like finding a workout program and identifying what food's healthy and what food's not healthy, then you should actually be able to lose weight before the holidays. So go ahead, try this out, and good luck.